I want you to look on your screen. This is the brand new 800,000 square foot Amazon fulfillment center in Moni, Illinois. It is the online retailer's first facility in the state to use robotics and advanced automation, but it also employs 2,000 jobs for humans. And we need to tell you that they say the robotics are there to make the jobs for humans easier. This debut, opening today, comes as the company takes fire from President Trump, who is basically making these 3 points. Number one, Amazon is putting small mom and pop businesses out of business. Number two, Amazon is getting preferential tax treatment with local and state governments. And number three, Amazon's using the U.S. postal system as its, quote, delivery boy. Well, folks, this is a lot more to this story. Charlie Gasparino is here to break it down for all of us. And maybe investors are seeing that right now because the stock is moving higher.
Stock is way up now. It was up like $20. Now, as you know, it was down like $50 yesterday on the report from Axios that Trump is obsessed with Amazon, forget about Facebook. It was an odd story for another number of reasons. As you remember, the day before yesterday, that ad appeared in the New York Post, which basically said, Mr. President, you should know that your Defense Department is doing business with this guy, Jeff Bezos from Amazon, and guess what? He's going to get $10 billion used to put into the Washington Post, which Amazon owns, to bash you. You know what I'm saying?
Who paid for this ad?
I have no idea.
Certainly not Amazon.
Something that says less government on the bottom. Monopoly.
A little broad.
MonopolyAmazon.com. You know, who knows? Then
it's actually a nonprofit
that came out.
But
well, you know, a lot of nonprofits out there that have some idea. I don't know anything about them, but in any event, then the story came out in Axios. It got me thinking that there's something it didn't quite jive. Stories.
Jibe,
however you want to put it. Jive.
Jive talking and
yes.
jibe.
Okay, got it. Thanks for throwing me off my thing.
Sorry.
Here. But anyway, it got me thinking that there's something more to this story, maybe a short seller involved. I have no idea. I'm just saying I've seen stuff like this in the past. I also got, interestingly, repitched a story that made no sense by some a political guy. And it just
Which side is the political guy on?
He's an anti-Amazon guy.
Is he a pro-Trump person?
Yes.
Okay. All right. But can I just say he's got that ad,
right? And
then the president has 3 ads on Twitter,
right.
Basically anti-Amazon,
right.
saying that they kill mom and pop businesses.
Right.
There's a problem with that, though. Aren't a lot of mom and pop businesses now selling through Amazon and getting way more customers?
And that's how they're doing it, third-party sellers. And so we should point out what is going to be the potential impact of this. Wall Street guys I talk to, lawyers, say very low odds of an antitrust suit. Amazon actually cuts prices, is not a monopoly by any stretch of the imagination. They employ a lot of people. The other thing is, they said the possibility is something on this third-party tax loophole. Apparently, Amazon pays a lot of state taxes, but if you want to use its platform, as you said, small businesses using their platform, that platform, there's a tax loophole where they get away with that.
45 states require that you collect sales tax.
Right, and they
in those 45 states for more than a year, I believe, or
right.
close to a year, Amazon has been complying.
Right. So it's the third-party thing that could have an impact. But I don't think. Listen, here's what I'm going to tell you as an investor. This whole story smells to me, and Trump's obsession with it is absurd.
Because the Washington Post, of course, is owned by Jeff Bezos,
right.
and he doesn't like
them. I mean, the whole thing is crazy. Amazon is a decent company. If you want to sell your stock in Amazon, sell it not because of this, because I don't think the president could do much here. The sales tax thing is marginal. Antitrust is highly unlikely. If you want to sell Amazon, and there may be a reason to sell because you believe the street is no longer going to give Jeff Bezos and current management the running room to do whatever they want, not produce real massive earnings growth, even in the midst of decent sales, and that the street is going to take down its forecast, and that the stock is going to go down because of that. Don't do it because of this. Okay. I would just say, because that is a real concern. Whether the street continues to give them the leeway to spend money without getting earnings growth. But I'm just telling you that Axios story was bizarre because it came just before this, and the way it was being repitched to me was I don't know. I've been around a while. It smelled weird. It smelled like there's some
A lot of
reason.
things smell weird.
But stop
It's not funny. I was joking.
All right.
Charlie, thank you
brush my
very
teeth.
much. And by
I
the way,
wash.
the U.S. Postal Service, we didn't get to that, but I will just say the U.S. Postal Service is probably thrilled with Amazon's business right now. So they need Amazon.
Yeah,
more
like
than
what is the
Amazon
attack
needs
on the
them.
U.S. Postal Service? What is that?